Hi guys. Okay, we have some, I mixed up some paint. That's the new paint, and they also sent me some very fluid paint, but it is very, very thin, so I'm not sure what to do with that yet. And I will be adding a little bit of Floetrol like we always do, just a tiny bit, just to see if it helps with the cells. We'll see what happens. So I have only 2 drops of silicone in the white, and no silicone in the colors. And I have Yupo because I want to test some things out, but I do need my little pellet knife. So what I'm doing is putting some of the white on the Yupo, because if you really want to test paint, you got to do some tests that you've did with other paints before, so you can really see what's going to happen. Like right now, I'm looking at what's happening to the blue, and you can see that it's starting to fall through. That's kind of cool. But can you see how thin this is? Very thin. And you can see this falling through the white, so that's good. Then I line up some white like that, and then I'm gonna pull it across like this. Just seeing what it's doing. Then I'm gonna let it sort of do what it wants to do. Just checking to see if we get some cool interaction. And now I'm already, you know, just, oops, I can't even see it. Now you can see that it turns, it gets into each other, the paint. So the colors are really, really mingling. Putting some more white on, and now only a little bit of blue. And I'm gonna see how it torches. Everything is sticky from yesterday. Wow, it really, really does torch. That is something else. That was a very big reaction. Look at that. Let me get up close. That is a really big torch reaction. So that's kind of cool. Then we'll do that just one more time again. And now with the red. Where's my little... Ooh, it's in there. Can't use it. Yes, I can. Okay, you can see it falling through, so that means that the white is the most dense, like usual. But it's nice to know that it's the same in this with this paint. Putting it over again. Now I'm gonna let it move a little bit. See how this one turns out. Yep, there it comes. Just a little bit of heat, and it already starts to sell. So that's good. Only it's way too thin. So I'm gonna be doing this with the thicker paint. Let's see. Let me get another color. You'll see how I mix it. See just a little bit of paint in there, and I will be adding the pouring medium, just a tiny little bit, mixing it up. Then a little bit of Floetrol. That's about good. A little bit of medium. And I will have to put in a little bit of water because now it's way too thick. Now let me see it. Almost there. And when you're almost there, you really want to do only a couple of drops at a time until you really get to know the paint and you know how much you can put in. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's put some on here. Some white. Cleaning off the palette knife again. That's pretty thick. Beautiful, beautiful cells. Yeah. This is, look at that. They don't get much prettier than that. What I'm seeing is perfectly round cells. I see the different outlines on the cells. I think I'll get you guys close up. Let's clean my gloves a little bit, that I can really give you a close up with good light. See that? Those are beautiful cells. That's it. That really is. Gotta say that, because that is beautiful. But this is with the, see, this company has a lot of different products, and this paint is the acrylic paint, a little bit thicker paint. You can you can think like Winsor & Newton, that thickness. But they also have the fluid acrylics, like Golden, and I bet they will be so much less expensive, and the color, you know, is absolutely deep and vibrant. So that's something you want to, you know, look for in a paint, that when you thin it down, it still keeps its depth of color. But this is pretty cool. I like that. Now let's take it one step further. We're going to keep this one. Let's see how thick it is. Yeah, we should get it a little bit thinner. Just a little bit. That looks better. And this was, I think this was perfect. Yes, it is. So now I'm going to put that aside. Going to clean off my palette knife. That's as clean as it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna do a tiny, tiny little pour. I'm gonna get one of my little plastic containers and put in the white a little bit. Put in the blue a little bit, put the white on top of that, and the blue again, and the white. You know, this is just experimenting, people. I'm not making anything pretty, so don't think I'm trying to make something very pretty. I'm going to give it one little swirl down the middle. There it goes. So what I want to see is if I do it like this, if I can get lacing instead of cells. And I'm expecting that to be lacing, and this little bit and that little bit. No lacing. Just really, really, really beautiful cells. Look at that. And they sort of really stick together. They're really, let me try to get them really big. See if they break up. Because that's a sort of a test you want to do too. They're still moving. I'm not seeing any breakup of lines. Pouring it down the other way. They're still not breaking up, so that's good. You want the cells to keep their elasticity. That is a word. And put some more on here. Did I keep it clean? Yes, I did. One more time like this. And now I'm gonna really keep it up high, the torch. Just letting the warmth come down. Letting it move again. Yep, they stay pretty much intact. Better than some other paints I've seen. So I think this has potential. I do think you have to put in a little bit of Floetrol to help the cell action go, because somehow the Floetrol makes the cells like they have a double ring or something like that. That's what I see the Floetrol do. But this is also very pretty. We can do another color if you like. Haven't tried this one yet, but I can do that. The pink. So a little bit of pink in the cup, a little bit of pouring medium on top of it. Gotta get me a stick. There we go. Mixing it all up. Then I'm putting in some medium. This is something different. I'll show you in a bit. I won't keep it secret anymore because this is this paint does have potential. So like that. Then a little bit of Floetrol. Like this. Oh, we're ending up with a lot of paint. A little bit of water. Oops, I think I put in too much. I should listen to my own advice sometimes. Mixing it all up. Should have just used that little pipette thing. There we have it. Let's see. Nope, still a little too thick. That's looking better. I think I can use the other one, this one. There's still room on it. But I still, oh man. There's still, the cells are still very circular, and that's what I like, because sometimes the cells sort of, you know, get, how do you say it, square, or they have these sharp edges, and that's what I don't like. I like the cells to be perfectly round. So we're going to put in some pink, a little bit too thick though, but we'll just see what happens. And we'll put in some of that blue, and again some pink, and the rest of the white. Give it a quick little stir. And let's see how it does. And what you're seeing here, that's more that has to do with the air, because I'm mixing and using it straight away. Much better is to just let the paint sit for a couple of hours. We all know that, right? Look at that. That is very, very pretty. Okay, well, we know that this this works. Bring the rest of it on. Now torching straight away. See how that works. See if it gets bigger. Yeah, see that? You can make really big cells with this. All the veins keep intact. See? And now I'm only using these colors, but if you were to use other colors, it would work perfectly. See how pretty they are and how big? Okay, for the big, big reveal of the name of the paint, right? Yeah. Okay, let me get it. Okay, what they have is this stuff. This is a acrylic studio paint quality. It's the same quality as a Winsor & Newton or Amsterdam acrylic. And I've been playing with this paint for a little bit, and it is very pigmented, and that's the thing that counts, because you want a lot of pigments in your paint. And I don't know, it's just, I like it. So this is the name. That's the name. I can't pronounce it because it's Spanish, but I bet you guys can tell me exactly how to pronounce it. So I have a couple of colors of this one. Then what they sent me this morning is this is exactly like, let me get it. Oh, you will not believe it. Look at that. This is golden, and this is that looks the same. How can that be? Look at the, oh sorry, look at the top. It's the same. It's exactly the same thing, closure. And this is the Vallejo, this is the golden. Has the same sort of transparent thing going on the top. This is a 3.38 fluid ounce, 100 milliliters. This one is 4 ounce, 118 milliliters. I don't know what it costs, so I'll have to go check online, because I didn't even see that they had these. So I might really buy a lot of those. And as you can see, all beautiful, pretty colors. And I find that so funny that they have exactly the same. This is the same. That's cool. So that's the paint. Then, let me get the lid. What I've been putting into it is their own pouring medium. And that's this pouring medium. But it's much thinner than we're used to. The thing is that it might not be such a bad thing, because most of us use the studio quality, right? So when you put that in, you use a little bit more of the pouring medium, but you don't have to use water. So that's good. And what I also like to use, and this stuff is not expensive at all, this is the polymer medium. I put some of this in there too. It's also pretty thin, but I think it helps with forming the cells. So what I used was the Vallejo colors. The first one you saw me do, this one with the very thin paint. This is a, let me get it, that's this kind. And then the second you saw me do, the pink and the darker blue, that was this one. Studio Acrylic. And this is Prussian Blue Phthalo. Okay. Well, so I guess it works. And I guess I'm gonna be doing a full pour with it because I got a lot of colors. And I will be testing it out in a full pour pretty soon. But I thought it'd be just, you know, nice to show you guys how I test the paint. And usually I'll be doing this for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, just, you know, trying things out, pressing them together, taking them off. I'll show you that. And don't get upset because I'm putting it on top of here. Don't get upset. It's just testing the paint. See, what I do is do this, then press this on top like that and pull it off like that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Then a little torch. Look at that. That is really beautiful. Normally I do a lot of macros of this, especially this little bit. Ooh, that would be cute. But this is usually how I do some testing, just to see how it reacts to being pushed on the canvas, what it does when I torch it. And you can't do this too much, because once the all the paints flow in together, then that's the end of it. Because you don't see the definition of the cells, and you want to keep seeing the definition, because it's important to determine if you know, if you're gonna get beautiful cells, yes or no. Yep, I think it's a good paint, and it's very well pigmented. And if you go with their pouring medium, the polymer medium, well, then you're good to go. A couple of drops of silicone in the white, and there you go, you got cells. So I'd say experiment was successful, very successful. And we have a new brand that we can tap into. And I know you can't, not everyone can get this, but I saw someone in Australia, they had them. So, oh, look at that, all by itself. And I know they are in America, in Canada, in a couple of other countries. So, and you can always ask your local art shop to buy them, because I'm pretty sure they would sell them, because they are much cheaper than golden. And maybe for people, you know, just dabbling into acrylic pouring, they'd like to do this. So guys, experiment was successful. like to thank you all. And if you want to go and look at the colors they have, let's see if I can find a... It's on there in English, in German, in Spanish, of course, and French. That's it. That's the languages that's on there. And, oh yeah, there it is. Acrylico. So there's a O after acrylic. And then it's Vallejo. Let me write it down. I have a paper. Let's not... Can I lose that? Yeah. So it's www acrylicos. That's what's on the bottle. Let me check. Acrylicos, yes. Then Vallejo.com. That's it. So www.acrylicos. That's it. That's the website. So you can go check them out. You can go ask your art store to buy them. They are cheaper than the rest, so maybe a lot of people are going to be interested in that, right? Because we like cheap stuff with a lot of pigments in it, so we could play, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, gotta go. Bye-bye.